everyone, it's Robin. Today I'm going to be sharing a technique with you, Emboss Resist, using these Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft mix and match color gelatos. And there are different color families. The ones I have is the red, and each one comes with a brush that matches the color family as well as a pretty stamp, and you can see a sample of what was done here. And so this one has the colors guava, lavender, bubblegum, and red cherry. Okay, and then another one that they have is the green color family, and you can see that by the the colors, and it has the matching brush and pretty stamp. And the colors in this family are pistachio, lime, green tea, and spearmint. And I have the yellows as well, that pretty stamp. I love the little sample that they give you, it's just really pretty. And this color family has buttercream, lemon, mango, and tangerine. But the color family that I'm going to be using comes from this blue color family, and I'm going to be using the cotton candy as well as the grape. That pretty stamp. I'm not going to be using the stamp today, but let me go ahead and read these color family, or the colors in this set to you. Cotton candy, blueberry, boysenberry, and grape. And the nice thing about these, they're very easy to work with. They work great, fantastic on canvas. They're just very creamy, almost like a, well, let me show you this one, it might show up better. Almost like a chapstick. You can see I've used this. But very easy to work with, and they're pigment based. It just gives you a bunch of information here on the back, but they carry these in a lot of different places, big box stores, and of course, online retailers. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll share with you how to do Emboss Resist using these mix and match color gelatos. So I've gone ahead and die cut this top note shape, and it had a dotted frame around it, and I just cut just inside of that because I want to mat this with a black top note in the full shape. So what I'm going to do is make sure that there's no static or oils on my cardstock, and this is just Whisper White that I'm using. The gelatos seem to blend well with this cardstock, and so that's what I just decided to use. I have tried it with the Nina Solar White, and you get a more vibrant look, but not as much blendability to my, in my opinion. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use clear embossing powder. Let me go ahead and stamp this to the one side. Okay, and this is just a stamp set called Potential, and I've used this right here. And then I'm also using this Card Chatter Sympathy, and I'm using this Thinking of You stamp, and I'm going to ink that up with purple ink, and I'm going to stamp that right here. Oops. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clean my stamp really quick. Okay, and then let me grab my clear embossing powder, and I'm just using the super fine detail. I'm just going to pour that liberally all over there and tap off the excess, and then pour it right back in before I start with my heat tool, because otherwise I will have it all over the place. Okay, so just bear with me while I use my heat tool. I'm just going to give that a second to cool. And I think I mentioned earlier that I'm using an Emboss Resist technique, and I'm showing you how to do that with these gelatos. And I'm going to use this turquoise color and a little bit of this purple. And again, these came in the blue set. So, okay, this feels nice and cool, and you're also going to need a mini mister just to spritz it a little bit after you put your gelatos on. So it's going to streak a little bit, and that's fine. When I add the little bit of water to it, it's going to blend it nicely. Okay, so I'm just going in a circular motion. And I want kind of a gradiated look toward the sentiment, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that. Let me get in here. Okay. And I'm going to spritz it just a couple of times. That should be enough. Okay, so, whoops. Go ahead and blend it. Okay, and then also by using the water, it cleans the gelato off of the where we emboss. I'm just going to add a little bit more over here. I'm going to be coming back in with the purple, but I just want to make sure I have it around the edges nicely. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of pull that toward the center. So it's just another technique just to play around with and be creative, and you're only limited by your imagination. Okay, and then these come right off with a baby wipe, so let me grab one really quick. Okay, so now I'm just going to use the purple, and I'm going to run the ink just along the edge here, and you'll see what we're going to do. I'm going to pull it in and make it like feather. You can use a brush for this, but I'm just going to use my fingers. So that way, you know, you can control a little bit more how far you want to pull it, and plus I just like getting my fingers inky. Okay, so these are the two that I use, and I'm just going to, let me put my baby wipe here handy. I'm just going to pull it in. I'm just going to get a little bit of the purple in like a feathered inking look. Just something different. Blending it in. Now you don't have to blend it in as far as I am doing. This is just the look that I wanted. Okay, you can blend it out. Okay, and if that was too feathered looking for your taste, you can add a little bit of water to it. I'll show you here. I like this look, but just so you have an idea, just a little bit of water, and you can blend it right in. Okay, so it gives it kind of a like a crayon look to it. See, up here's where I blended it, and here's where the feathered look. Okay. Just blending it around. Might as well do it over here now too. It's just a nice gradiated look to it. Okay, and I like these two colors together a lot. Okay, so that's what we're left with. And let me move my messy paper out of the way. And I'm going to heat this really quick just to dry it, and then we'll adhere it to our card. Okay, and then I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back. I need to refill my ATG gun, so I just grabbed this really quick. Okay, and then for my card base, I'm using basic gray out of print. And I'm also using black cardstock on a white base. So, and I've just used a little bit of this lavender satin ribbon. Okay, and then this is just going to go right inside the dotted lines here. Okay, and then just to finish it off, I'm going to go ahead and add a few flat back pearls. I'm going to add a larger one here to the center. Okay, and then just a couple of smaller ones. Let me see. I think I'll add it to the tips here. So here is the finished card using Gelatos and Emboss Resist. And I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I will have the link to the Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft website as well as the blog in the information bar down below. And I did do a tutorial the other day using the Stampers Big Brush pens. This is what they look like. And I didn't do a video of it. I just did a step-by-step color tutorial, and that's on my blog, and I'll have that link in the information bar down below as well. So thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope you have a great day.